Nick Newman never saw it coming. One second he was chasing answers, the next, his world went completely dark. And now, he's tied up, drugged and trapped inside a nightmare that was carefully designed just for him. Because this isn't just revenge, this is a slow, calculated destruction, and Matt Clark is just getting started. Nick's breathing turns sharp and uneven as the bag is ripped off his head. The sudden light burns his eyes. He blinks hard, trying to focus, trying to understand where he is. A cold, unfamiliar room, concrete walls, no windows. His wrists are bound tight, his body feels heavy, sluggish. The drugs are still in his system, and then he hears it. A slow, mocking clap. Matt Clark steps forward, a twisted smile spreading across his face. Nick narrows his eyes, trying to fight through the haze. His voice comes out rough. "What do you want?" Matt laughs, not loud, not wild, just controlled. "That's the wrong question, Nick." He leans in closer. "The real question is, how far down do you think you can fall?" Nick pulls against the restraints, muscles straining, but it's useless. Matt straightens, circling him like a predator, enjoying the moment. "You really thought you were in control," Matt continues, "buying drugs, making deals, chasing shadows." He shakes his head slowly. "Every step you took, I planned it." Nick freezes, the realization hits like a punch to the chest. "You," he mutters, "you set me up." Matt's grin widens. "The guys you bought from, mine." Nick's jaw tightens. "And Adam," Matt adds almost casually. "He was just a convenient distraction." Nick's eyes flash with anger. "You used him." "I used everyone," Matt corrects. A heavy silence fills the room. Nick swallows hard. His heart is pounding now, faster, louder. "What are you going to do?" he asks. "Kill me." Matt tilts his head, amused. "Kill you," he repeats. No, that's too easy." He steps closer again, lowering his voice. "I'm going to help you." Nick's confusion deepens. Matt reaches into his pocket and pulls out a small bottle, pills. Nick's stomach drops. "No," Nick mutters under his breath. Matt shakes the bottle lightly, the sound echoes in the room. "You've already started the journey," Matt says. "Why stop now?" Nick struggles harder, panic rising. "I'm not taking anything from you." Matt chuckles. "Oh, you don't get a choice." He leans in, his voice turning colder. "I'm going to keep feeding you these, slowly, carefully, until you don't even remember who you are." Nick's breathing becomes erratic. "That's not going to happen." Matt's expression darkens. "You think you're stronger than this?" he asks. Nick doesn't answer. Matt steps back, folding his arms. "I don't need to break you overnight," he continues. "That's not the plan." A pause. "I want you to fall apart, piece by piece." Nick closes his eyes for a second, trying to steady himself. Matt's voice cuts through again. "And when you're finally too far gone," he says softly, "you won't be able to protect them." Nick's eyes snap open. "What are you talking about?" Matt smiles again. "Noah, Sienna, Sharon." Nick's blood runs cold. "You stay away from them." Matt shrugs. "Or what?" he challenges. Nick pulls at the restraints again, desperation taking over. Matt watches him, completely unfazed. "That's the point, Nick," he says. "You won't be able to do anything." He turns, walking toward the door. "I'm taking you to a place," Matt adds over his shoulder, "where rock bottom is just the beginning." The door slams shut, and Nick is left alone. Alone, with the fear creeping deeper into his chest. Back in Genoa City, Adam Newman is already on edge. He stares at his phone again. No signal from Nick, no call back. Something isn't right. He paces in front of Reza Thompson's suite, jaw clenched tight. The door is locked. Adam exhales sharply, frustration building. Then finally, footsteps. Reza appears down the hall. She pauses when she sees him. "You again?" she says, unimpressed. Adam doesn't waste time. "Open the door." Reza raises an eyebrow. "Excuse me." Adam steps closer. Nick is missing. That gets her attention, but only slightly, and that's my problem. She shoots back. Adam's patience snaps. "Open the door," he repeats. A tense beat passes. Then Reza unlocks it. They step inside. Adam scans the room quickly. Empty. No sign of Ronnie. he turns back to her. Where is he? Riza folds her arms. Not here. Adam studies her face, then he says it. Does the name Matt Clark mean anything to you? Riza frowns. No. Adam exhales. Okay, what about Mitch Bacall? That hits. Riza's expression shifts. Just for a second, Adam catches it. You do know that name. Riza hesitates, then sighs. That was his name, she admits, before he changed it. Adam's stomach tightens. To Ronnie. He finishes. Riza nods slowly. Silence fills the room. Then Adam drops the truth. He's targeting Nick. Adam says. And Sharon. Riza's eyes widen slightly. For revenge. The realization hits her hard. All of this, she mutters. Getting back in the game, it was a setup. Adam nods. Yeah. And now Nick's in the middle of it. Riza's anger flares instantly. She steps forward and slaps Adam across the face. Hard, the sound echoes. Adam barely reacts. Riza lifts her hand again, but Adam grabs her wrist this time. Enough, he says firmly. They lock eyes. You helped him, Riza snaps. I didn't know, Adam fires back. A beat. Then his voice lowers, but I know now. The tension shifts. Nick is in serious danger, Adam says, and you're the only one who can help me find him. Riza pulls her hand free. Her breathing is uneven. For a moment, she says nothing, then quietly, what do you need? And just like that, everything changes. Nick's head drops forward. His body feels weaker now. The drugs are starting to take hold, deeper this time. The room spins slightly. He clenches his fists, trying to stay present, trying to stay himself. But it's getting harder. The door creaks open again. Matt steps inside. Calm, controlled, like he has all the time in the world. Nick forces his head up. You're wasting your time, he mutters. Matt smirks. We'll see. He walks over slowly, setting the pills down nearby. I don't need you to cooperate, Matt says. Your body will do the work for me. Nick shakes his head, fighting it. I'm not going to lose control. Matt crouches down in front of him. You already are. A heavy silence hangs between them, then Matt leans closer. You know what's going to hurt the most? He whispers. Nick doesn't respond. Not the drugs, Matt continues, not the withdrawal. A pause. It's knowing that you're the reason they get hurt. Nick's chest tightens. You're lying. Matt smiles. Am I? He stands again. Imagine it. He says. You're too far gone to stop anything. Nick's breathing quickens. You can't protect Noah. Another step back. You can't protect Sienna. Nick shuts his eyes tightly. And Sharon. Matt adds. Nick opens his eyes again, fury burning through the haze. Don't you dare. Matt watches him carefully. That reaction, that pain, that fear, that's what he wanted. That's just the beginning, Matt says softly. He turns toward the door again. I'll be back soon, he adds. We've got a long way to go. The door closes once more. Nick is alone again. But this time, the silence feels heavier, more dangerous. Because now, it's not just fear. It's doubt. Back in Genoa City, the tension is exploding in every direction. Kyle Abbott stands face to face with Victor Newman. The air between them is electric. You almost got my father killed, Kyle snaps. Victor doesn't flinch. I did no such thing. Kyle steps closer. You set that whole yacht situation in motion. Victor's eyes narrow. Careful, Kyle, but Kyle doesn't back down. No, he says firmly, you're the one who should be careful. A beat. You're a coward. The word hangs in the air. Victor's expression darkens instantly. You will watch your language, he warns. But Kyle isn't done. You never take responsibility, he continues. Not for anything. Victor steps forward now. I do what needs to be done. Kyle shakes his head. At what cost? No answer, because deep down, they both know. Elsewhere, Nikki Newman confronts Victor next. Her voice is calm but firm. You went too far. Victor exhales sharply. You're taking their side now. Nikki holds his gaze. I'm taking the truth side. Victor scoffs. You betrayed me. Nikki's eyes flash. No, she says quietly. I refuse to lie for you. The tension between them is just as intense, just as dangerous. and it's far from over. At Society, Diane Jenkins Abbott sits across from Michael Baldwin. Her expression is tight, controlled, but the pain is there. You moved out? Michael asks gently. Diane nods. I left Jack. Michael studies her. What happened? Diane exhales slowly. The yacht, she says. Victor, her jaw tightens, he's behind all of it. Michael leans forward. You're sure? Diane laughs bitterly. I know. A pause. And you, she adds, still standing by him. Michael looks conflicted. That's not fair. Diane shakes her head. No, what's not fair is everything he's done. Her voice cracks slightly. And you still defend him. Michael softens. I hate seeing you like this, he admits. Diane looks away. I don't need sympathy, she says quietly. Michael hesitates, then gently. You need to find a way forward. Diane's eyes fill with anger again. Not yet. Back at the Abbott house, Kyle vents to Tracy. He won't admit anything, Kyle says, pacing. Tracy listens calmly. That's Victor. Kyle stops. I don't think Mom can get past this. Tracy's expression turns thoughtful. Give her time, she says. But even she doesn't sound fully convinced. At Crimson Lights, Tessa Porter stands with Daniel Romalotti Jr. I can't go to Barcelona, she says. Daniel nods. You're worried about Mariah. Tessa smiles faintly. I need to be here just in case. Daniel pulls her into a quick hug. I get it. But the moment shifts when Phyllis Summers walks in. Her eyes immediately lock onto them. Later, alone with Daniel, Phyllis doesn't hold back. What's going on with you and Tessa? She demands. Daniel sighs. That's not your business. Phyllis crosses her arms. I'm your mother. And that doesn't give you control over everything. Daniel fires back. The tension rises fast. Phyllis tries to shift tactics. Come work with me, she offers. I'll give you your own division. Daniel doesn't hesitate. No. Phyllis is stunned. Why not? Daniel's expression hardens. Because until Newman Enterprises is back where it belongs, he says, we have nothing to talk about. Phyllis is left speechless. Later she confides in Lauren. I may never get him back, Phyllis admits. Lauren watches her carefully. What are you willing to give up? Phyllis hesitates. And in that silence, the answer becomes clear. Everything is falling apart. Families, loyalties, trust. And somewhere, in a dark, hidden place, Nick Newman is slipping further away from himself. The drugs, the fear, the isolation, it's all working. Matt's plan is unfolding perfectly, and the most terrifying part, Nick might not be able to stop it. But the real question is, when Nick finally reaches the point of no return, who will Matt destroy next?